Yo, what's up? This is Miss Lee. I'm here with Skill Methodz. We got
Teknyc,
Flipz,
Flea rock.
yeah. We're out here at the 15-year anniversary. You guys have been together for 15 years. Like, how did you guys start your crew? Because you guys have a lot of members.
October 19th, 1995. That's when we were established. Me and Abstract, we met Venom in one of the jams called High Stock. Then we met Cloud and his brothers, three brothers Grimm, in St. Petersburg. Teknyc, all from high school, and then Flea from Miami, from Bboy Masters Pro-Am. And then from there, we just grew. Everybody graduated from high school, and then we all started working at Universal Studios in Florida.
Oh, you guys are
long story.
Yeah, it's 15 years, really long.
That's
A
crazy.
lot
You
of
guys
stuff
were
has
going to
happened.
school together, so you guys are like an original crew. Like
Yes.
you guys weren't like nowadays. There's like a ton of super crews.
That doesn't exist in Skill Methodz. There is no super crew.
If you ain't heard of us already, then you're watching the wrong video right now.
Yeah, original from.
Original
we were
members.
teenagers.
We grew up together.
Yeah, we grew up together.
You guys all started out in Florida, right?
Yeah, in that time, we would have to travel either driving throughout Florida, up and down, the dirty South, and sometimes catch flights, go to Boston, New York, LA, or the Out for Fame jams. Big shout out to Bosky.
What about now? Like now, all of you guys are like scattered everywhere. Like, are you guys? Is this the first time in a while you guys have all been together in one place?
It's been the first time in a while that all of us have been here, and we're still missing a couple of members that couldn't make it out today. But the majority of us are here. But we still keep in touch. We're a family. We grew together and we grew apart for good reasons. Our lives have taken us all over the world for a good reason. So.
What about your guys' names? Because yours is like Tech NYC. Is that?
My name, it does not mean New York City. It's not Tech NYC. It's Teknyc, as in the abbreviation for Technique. It was given to me by a b-boy named Muggsy. I used to perform in the streets in Ybor City, in Tampa, and that was when I would ask him, "Yo, is this okay? Like, how were my moves?" His way of kind of like telling me to get better, he'd be like, "Yeah, you got good technique, man, just keep working." And he would keep saying that, so it was kind of like a subtle diss, constructive criticism. And then he was like, "Man, you're Teknyc." And then he gave me the spelling, like, it's too long, Teknyc. He is from New York City. Big shout out to Muggsy, y'all.
Mine's Flipz. It's pretty self-explanatory. I was a tumbler when I met Abstract. Abstract was a house dancer at the time. He got me into break-in by watching Beat Street, and but the coolest thing I knew how to do was a flip here or there, or like a tumbling pass. So it was always Flipz. Like, yo, that's the dude that flips. That's Flipz.
And he flips out mentally too.
Yeah. Always.
What about?
My name was given to me as a child. They call me Flea because I was the littlest one of the group.
And now you're like the tallest.
I know.
Just about him and Cloud. Him and Cloud were the youngest, but they've been breaking the longest, and now they're the tallest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what was that like? Because I was talking to Abstract like when he was in Korea about like Abstract being the youngest, and you guys would go to clubs and stuff, and he'd have to like wait
Cloud was the
outside and
youngest.
stuff.
Cloud couldn't get in. We would drive for like 4 or 5 hours, to different parts of jams in Florida. And if one of us couldn't get in, the whole crew would stay outside, or one member would go in and try to win the battle so we can like split the money and go eat afterwards.
Really?
Yeah. So we would vibe outside.
You guys have like the building is like packed. Did you guys think this many people were gonna show up today?
I don't know.
I didn't.
I don't know.
I didn't know what to expect. I just wanted to see my family, and then I'm like,
Uh-huh.
whoever's here to support, and it was incredible what I saw in there.
It's no words can explain. If you weren't here, the video I don't think does it justice. Like, if you know what I mean. But it's a beautiful thing. We appreciate everybody coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think this many people will come out.
It's
not
like
a complaint.
packed.
It's a lot.
crazy.
It's a lot. You could barely walk in there.
Yeah.
Or like you guys have been down there for 15 years. Like there's always like the times when you like get in a rut or a slump, or there's just like a time that you're like, man, like what do you guys do when you guys feel like that? Because you guys are like still going strong. Like
That's
how do you guys keep it up?
That's part of life. That really doesn't have to do anything with breaking. Like in life, you go through trials and tribulations, and you got to sometimes deal with it on your own. And it's good to have an extended family as backup and support. And we're great, we're blessed that we have each other to be there in those times. We've grown together. Some of our brothers here, they have their families, their kids. Their kids are our nephews, and we have that family structure. But when we go through slumps and ruts, you can't really fight against the grain. You gotta absorb it and use it to your advantage with time, you know?
I feel like we go through like dancing slumps just because of how we are as individuals, but we never leave each other's side. So, you know, we've ended up in different parts of the world together, hanging out, not necessarily breaking or working, and then it has nothing to do now with dance. I'd rather just be kicking it with him if, let's say I broke up with a girlfriend and I'm all down, or I want to chill with Flea, you know what I mean? You go through those ups and downs in life, but it's not always we're looking for breaking to bail us out. It's not the b-boying that bailed us out. It's the family unity that we built a long time ago before we were even dope. We weren't dope. We started off like
anybody else. You gotta start somewhere.
B-boying is something we do. It's culture. You know what I mean? It's not just because we don't go to jams and enter competition don't mean we stop dancing.
Yeah.
We still breaking everywhere we go. Just because you don't see it don't mean shit. You know what I mean? Like we always kept breaking, never stopped.
Yeah.
What about like inspiration then? Like besides b-boying, like is there anything that really like inspires you or like gets you moving? Other styles or
Yeah,
not
I
even
mean,
dance?
I think the old school, everyone who paved the way for us has inspired us constantly, and we still. He's trying to run away.
behind you,
Legs.
trying to run away.
That's inspiration right there. Crazy legs. That's inspiration. Some of us had VHS tapes, and now it's moved on to DVDs. I still go on YouTube to watch clips of the VHSs that I used to have that no longer work. So to me, it's the old school, and it's these guys that keep me inspired constantly.
There's a lot of old school dudes that don't get recognized, like
Yeah.
Float, Incredible Breakers. A lot of old school, Second to None, Jerks. A lot of European cats that don't get recognized. That
B-Boy
inspire us a
Evo.
lot.
I respect the b-boys nowadays, but the inspiration is still the old school, like the people before us.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
what I love.
we get inspired by the new generation too, no doubt about it. It's universal. But to go into your question, like outside of dancing, like some of us do graph, so we look at graffiti and that type of art form, those letters, the way it's manipulated, the same way we manipulate our bodies to dance. So some of us do it because we love that element, but we see how it's relevant to how we dance, you know what I mean? And of course other dance styles, house, locking, popping, it's all relevant, you know what I mean? Rocking, for sure, you know, like we don't separate it, so this is all one culture.
Sometimes to stay inspired, I like to look at different dance forms rather than b-boying, you know? Sometimes it starts looking all the same. So, yeah, I get inspired by it. And definitely, you see the influence in other countries, and it ignites something inside of you. Like, you know, when the Europeans brought back power, you know, and now that the Asians are killing power, like, to a whole nother level. So that's... I never thought someone would spin, you know, 20 times in one hand, and it's crazy now. So it is inspiring.
Luigi inspires me. Kid David inspires me.
Little Demon inspires
Little
me.
Demon.
The next generation.
This kid, what's his name from Brazil? The kid from Brazil.
Neguin.
He's dope.
He's
He's really dope. He don't know me. I don't know him, but he's really dope.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, a lot of young cats now.
Yeah.
Really, really nasty. It makes me want to just break and practice.
Yeah,
more.
straight up.
What about like what do you guys do nowadays for work? Because I know, do you guys teach classes or do you guys like? Because a lot of b-boys like now I know a lot of your other members are like doing like dancing for work and maybe they don't have another 9-to-5 job. Like what do you guys do?
Dance full time. Dance full time. Yeah.
Yeah, we do dance-related gigs, so sometimes we're lucky to be in films and commercials and whatnot, but we still gotta go to jams sometimes to make that rent, you know? So
it's like full-time dancing.
full time. Yep. Just because we're not in a jam doesn't mean we're not dancing. We're out auditioning, trying to book a job, you know? So yeah.
Life, you know, we're just pursuing our dream. You know, like we don't like nobody wants to be miserable waking up and do something they don't love to do. We've been fortunate enough to wake up and do for a living what we love to do. That's like the American dream. You know what I mean? So we pursue what we love to do, and at the same time we maintain its essence and we give back.
Okay, I have one last question that I can think of, but it's like out of like because you were telling us tips and everything yesterday at your workshop, and it's like if there's anything that you guys can say to b-boys, like as the one major like tip that you want to tell people, like in general, like is there just something that like a tip you want to tell?
My tip is don't ever stop, because there's a lot of people that are my age telling me, oh, I used to do that 15 years ago. I'm like, why did you stop? Could have been nastier than me. You could have been my new influence. You could have inspired me. So if it is your passion and your drive, don't stop. Don't be like a has-been. Just continue to live it. Be like a prophet of dance and just live it. Live it and love it.
Yeah, live it. Like if you're gonna get into breaking, hip hop, like I said before, man, like fall in love with the music, fall in love with the culture, know what this is, know what it has to offer, and know that even your own culture is your background, your whatever you are, like it's that lineage is part of this too. You know, like just fall in love with it. Don't do it just to do it and go through the motions. There's a lot to give, man. Like what we experiencing here today is what this culture is, and the feeling that we have today, if everybody can have that, and they can, yo man, there's nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like everybody can have this, everybody. We're not better or below than anyone else. We're just like everybody else, you know?
When we started, we thought we had no hope, and he's been saying this quote for a while, saying the little crew from Tampa that could, and it's true. Like no matter how small you are, look how big it became.
Tampa, Florida, like that's where they film Cocoon. You know, like there's nothing there, man. People go there to retire and pass away happily in the sun, and we came out of that, flew out of Miami, and either way, man, just if you love it, do it 100%. You know, take it to as far as you can.
Like you said, listen to music, study your culture, and stay fresh. Originality is the most important for me. You know what I mean? Like when I see a lot of these B-boys, I see a lot of them doing all these moves that I already seen. It's like I mean, you wanna be respected by us. Try to come original and listen to the music and be fresh. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think.
So yeah, started out in Tampa and now it's like a full house in New York City. It's crazy.
You get Cloud's brand new iPhone 4 with Shakira's number in it. Oh, really? Turn it on, that's Cloud's phone. Give it back. Turn it on, that's Cloud's phone.
B-boying. Do you guys have any other things that that inspire you besides like B-boying?
Honestly, anything. Animals.
Deer.
People always told me, be careful what you do.